So in the end, it turns out that I was right the entire time about her boyfriend. And after she finally broke up with him, she apologized for being so rude to me. Of course, I told her it was fine, because, well, love kind of makes you blind. Makes you forget and ignore all the red flags. But when he started to really get on her case about that, all the smallest things that don't really matter, yeah, that's when she started to realize I had an idea of what was going on. Yeah, I guess it was a cool story, but, I don't know if I would really call it cool. Yeah, cool. Honey, are you okay? Honey, baby, Earth to my darling. There you are. Are you okay? You've been kind of distracted. Don't tell me that things are fine, that you were listening. I know you were at least half listening, but that was about it. How do I know? Well, whenever you start to go into your head, whenever you start to think, you kind of zone out, and you start to say the same things over and over again. Like what? I can't believe you didn't notice. Well, it was things like, that's cool, just like now. That's crazy. Oh wow. Oh my. One or two word sentences that you would use over and over again that hinted that I should keep talking, but at the same time you weren't really going to pay too much attention. Don't be sorry. I still love you, and I know some things have been going on lately. I know you have a lot of projects going on at work. And some family stuff, some friend drama. Oh, the drama's a lot less now. That's good. Nobody likes drama, but at least that's one thing that's over. Your family's doing better too. Well, that's even better. I'm glad to know that things are all right there. And work? You have like 20 things to do. Oh, come on. Is it really that many things? Oh. You have a list. Well, hey, lists are great. They help you keep track of things, make sure you remember stuff, and yeah, it's very helpful. It just seems like the list is getting longer and longer. Overwhelmed? Yeah, I would say that is a good word to describe it. Do you have the list with you? It's on your phone. You mind if I see? Awesome. Alright, let's see. You got project number 1. Oh, wow. Wow. Yeah, that's a lot. Are your coworkers having just as many projects as you are? I see. Here's your phone back. I know you got this. You'll be able to complete everything you need to, and in proper fashion. I know you will. Of course I know. I'm your wife. You do stress out a little bit, but when it boils down to it, you get what you need to get done and completed, and in a very good timely fashion. Your bosses are always proud. They always thank you and appreciate you. I personally think they need to appreciate you more, considering how much they give you. But that's not up for me to decide. I think, honestly, that you need to take a moment to breathe, to relax yourself. Honestly, that's why I suggested we came here. Get away from the computer a little bit, from the TV, from all this, and just relax for a little bit. As a couple. We used to do it a lot more when we were engaged and dating, and in the beginning of our marriage. But I think we both got a little busy, so I thought it would be nice to just have a date together. Eventually it won't just be us two, and I want to get as much alone time with you as I possibly can before we have to share it with the little one. Not like that's a problem, but we all know that it's going to be a little more difficult. But I digress. At the end of the day, you got this. I know you do. You're smart. You're intelligent. I know they're basically the same thing, but not really. You're resourceful. You know where to look for things, and you know how to get tough projects done. But I think this list is stressing you out just a little bit. I think you need to organize yourself just a little bit. You're going to be able to complete everything in time. It's going to be great. You're going to be perfectly fine. All you need to do is just focus. One task at a time. You're going to be able to focus and complete things better if you just zero in on one subject. The longer you do that, the better. How do I know? Because I've done it, silly. You think that when we have our family members, relatives, friends over, and I have to clean the entire house while you're at work, is easy? Heck no. I make a list, like sweeping, rugs, kitchen sink, all that. And it looks very daunting when you look at all of the things that are on that list. But when you take a second and then slowly go down that list from the most difficult and time-consuming to the most easy, then that list doesn't seem so big. You start to cross things off one by one, and you start to feel more accomplished. I think that's something you could do. You can do this. Don't let yourself get overwhelmed. I'd suggest writing the list down on paper instead of your phone, because writing it on paper helps you sort of set in stone more than a phone that you're going to complete these things. Label them from most important and time-consuming to least important and or time-consuming. And then get to work on the most difficult task first. I think you can do this. One thing at a time. And yes, I really do think so. Well, because I love you, that's why I say that. Plus, I do truly believe in you. You've completed many lists and tasks so far. What makes you think this is going to be any different? Well, extremely important or not, you're going to be able to complete this. Again, just think about what's number 1 on the list. Write it out on paper. And then just look at that one task. It'll be less daunting when you only do one thing at a time. And soon enough, you'll have all of the things crossed out of that list. You'll be very proud of yourself, just like I always am of you. And then, well, you can breathe. You'll be able to really work effectively if you focus on one task at a time. And like I said, soon enough, all of the things will be crossed off and you can breathe. Right, until you're given another list and then you do the same thing all over again. But it'll make things a lot easier if you know how to complete one thing at a time. You'll try it? I'm glad. I love you too. And I think you'd do well without me, but I'm glad you decided to marry me. Well, I'm glad that you're glad I said yes. Are you done? Alright, let's get the check, and then we can get out of here. And then while you work on that list, I'll help you out as much as I can, alright?